Industrial growth in India. Industrial growth in India. Many European agencies traded in plantations, mining businesses and export of raw materials, indigo, jute and cotton, to Europe. Indian businessmen avoided competing with Manchester goods which flooded the Indian markets. The beginning of the Swadeshi and boycott movements gave a huge impetus to Indian industries. Because the export of Indian yarn to China declined, the industries began to manufacture cloth in India. During the First World War, when British mills began to manufacture war materials and the exports from Manchester declined, the Indian industries flourished as they had vast home markets to supply their goods. Further, the Indian industries supplied jute bags, cloth for army uniforms, tents, leather boots and many other items to the war front. The industrial production in India boomed during the war period. Small-scale industries. More than half of the industries in 1911 were located in Bombay and Calcutta. There were small-scale production units, workshops and household units which were functioning all over the country. In the 20th century, the hand-loom production expanded because of the following reasons. Weavers used new technology for weaving clothes. Many weavers were using looms with the fly shuttle which increased a worker's productivity. Many other technological innovations also helped the weavers to compete with the mill produce. Weavers manufactured both coarse and fine cloth. While the coarse cloth was bought by the poor, the fine cloth was bought by the rich. The sale of fine cloth such as Banarasi saris did not decline even during famines as the rich could still afford to buy these. Mills also could not imitate special designs such as saris with woven borders. Weavers continued to make cloth though they were not a prosperous class and they often lived hard lives. Creating markets for goods. Advertisements are an important tool for marketing and selling goods in the markets. Manchester cloth which came into the Indian markets had the label, "Made in Manchester." This was to make consumers confident of the quality of the produce which they were purchasing. Labels also carried images which appealed to the people to buy the goods. By the late 19th century, many manufacturers were printing calendars to increase the popularity of their products. Besides the images of the advertised products, these calendars had images of gods, important and renowned personalities and royal figures. They were hung in houses, offices and shops. Advertisements gradually became a tool for selling Indian products and began to carry nationalistic messages such as, "Use Swadeshi goods." At the end we can say that in the 19th century, the era of industrialization was based on advanced technological developments and establishment of several industries. However, small-scale and handloom industries were still an important part of this period.